Let's go. Today, the case study is a very important lesson carries. Today, we learn both the scenarios, the bounce back strategies of the company is once upon leading and present too, but something has happened that also we'll discuss. Yes, today we are discussing bounce back story of Nissan Motor Corporation. Yes, that's a company which known for its automobile, known for its best cars. It has a bounce back stories in 1999. Consequently, nearly 8 years, sales was crashing, declining, building losses and losses for continuously 8 years. And the time has arrived that they can't afford more losses than ever. So the core team, the management team sat together to plan a revival strategy. How to come out of this crisis and the structure or restructuring of Nissan Motors. First thing, they opted for alliance. Yes, they opted for the route of alliance, not a merger. Alliance with Renault, thus keeping the both identity intact, sharing the resources. First thing. Second, the bold move they made, closing of the underperforming factories. Yes, they shut down the factories, those who are not performing, they're not generating revenue. And third approach, within a team or the pay scale, they opted for performance reward rather than paying on based on seniority. That was the most important decision to restructuring back to Nissan Motors. And to be surprised and honestly, they came out of this crisis, they went back to the market, work on innovation, improving their performance, design, everything, and the motor vehicle back to the market, and people started liking it, and the response was very positive approach. Everything went smoothly. They came out of crisis. Employees, team management very happy. Everything was performing truly great. But in a way back 2025, again Nissan it's the same story where back on 1999. Yes, the turnout story doesn't mean it will stay permanent. The Nissan has forgotten the history, the forgotten the past. They went back to the same skill later stage, and that was the best strategy. They hit back in 2025, and let's observe how will they come out from this crisis now. This Motors strategy taught us a few things. First thing, if we can work on alliance instead of merger, that's not a bad idea, keeping the identity share intact. Second thing, don't pay based on seniority, pay approach and based on performance. Respect the seniority, respect their efforts, and set a benchmark. If you perform, the company will reward you. That approach was very interesting for me learning. Third, don't forget your past. Always learn from it and keep innovation, keep positive approach. Otherwise, the circle will rotate back to the same position we came out. Nissan, I think over a time they've forgotten their past, and that leading the same strategy now 2025 and 2026. Assurance they will definitely come out of this crisis, but it's also learning to the whole world. Turnout stories will not last for permanent. We need to keep a positive approach in every scenario. We learn from the mistakes and make sure we don't repeat the same thing back and back. Don't invest blindly, don't make a decision very aggressively. Very strategic and visionary approach needed in this competitive world. We need to think a lot out of the box to sustain in this competitive world. Nissan, I'll pray for Nissan's bounce back story. I'll make one more video if we succeed in coming out of this crisis. And today's learning was very important to everyone. So stay tuned to the next learning. Let's hope for the greatest bank bounce turnout story of the Nissan Motors. So it lead to everyone to learn from their turnout stories.